Hi everyone, my name is Collin, and this is hopefully the second, not the third, video in this series, if I was able to splice the two previous videos again. If not, I apologize. I must have hit the pause button partway through towards the end, and I did not mean to, thereby creating two separate videos. Again, I hope to splice them together. So I'll get on with it. Last time I mentioned that I thought that the minifigure would go underneath, that this underneath would be the place, I guess the inside of the ship, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that instead it's this part. So what I think we're going to build next are those little slats that go underneath that cover the ship, in essence the hull of the ship. And I guess that's really it. I'm not sure how much I like this part underneath maybe being the landing gear for the ship. If you notice, I can kind of see that, hopefully you're able to see that it sits up a little bit, the inside part of the ship. I don't know if I really like that. So if I do my own version, I may take this underbellied part out, and I may include actual landing strips, or actual landing gear, instead of whatever this is. I do, however, like that it sits up a little bit. To me, that's sort of more like this is a display kind of idea. And I sort of like that, but I also sort of don't. I do kind of want this to be more of the playset version and not the display version. Now, the other thing I want to draw your attention to is the outer edge of the inside of this ship. What I want to be able to do is make each one of these maybe like a room, but a place where I can fit my minifigure. So I want my minifigure to be able to go all around the outer edge. I want all of this space to be used, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with this version, because I guess I'd call this white outer rim here the fence. I don't think that it's going to be tall enough to allow my minifigure to go all the way around towards the outer edge, even though I kind of want that to happen. So those are the things that I'm worried about, and those are the things that I might change if I were to do this again without instructions and build my own version that may be a little bit more to my liking, at least. But these are the problems that I see moving forward, and I'm hoping that these issues are resolved by the instruction version, but if not, that's what these videos are about. I want us to be critical, and I want to find a better way of doing this, if there is one. So, without further ado, let's continue. FYI, I might want to try to put music to this, but I'm not sure if I can do that post video creation. If I find today that I'm able to, great. If not, then I promise that there will be music in the next video. But for now, I'll keep it somewhat boring and plain, just because I really don't want to mess up on the music. So I'd rather not try to experiment right now with whatever music I may or may not have on my phone. So let's do this. flats, I need 6. I need 6 1x6 dark gray flats, and I need 2 left side wings and 2 right side wings. Okay, I got 2 left, and I don't need another left. I need a right side wing. Okay, I got 2 left and 2 right. Four 4x8 flats with these like these. I need 4 of these. It's like the studs are in the center. I need 2 of these. And I need 2 1x4 white flats, 2 2x3 light gray flats, 2 1x2 dark gray flats, and that's it. Alright. This is step 12, which it looks like might have 3 or 4 sub-steps. Okay. Or it may have, oh no. No, okay, it is just 1. Let's see. And this next part is exactly why you should be doing this on a harder surface. Because it looks like it's sort of a setup and then, okay. And then underneath. There we go. Okay. So this is gonna go. Nope. Yep. Kinda thinking maybe I should have dusted this. Dusted some of the pieces before I started to put them together. Oh well. Okay. Okay, that's the only way that makes sense. Yeah, definitely should have dusted these. Whoops. Almost looks like a stingray. But again, I think we're building the underside of this. Okay, so that's step 1. Or step 2, actually. Sorry. And that's interesting. On instruction step 12, substep 3, if you can see underneath these kind of special pieces that look like this on the top, they look like this on the bottom. And if you see, they've got like either one stripe, you might say, or like a dual stripe on the bottom instead of an extra bottom stud hole. I don't know what those might really be called, but on instruction step 12 substep 3, it shows instead of this line, it shows another row of stud bottom holes. Again, I don't know what they're called, but so the picture is just a little bit different than what you're really seeing. I think that's interesting. Okay. It also does not say, but it does show that we do need to make 2 of these. Unless I'm wrong about this. Hang on. Nope, it does not. So, for step 12, make 2 of them. So, alright, let's make another one. There's one. Oh, I gotta go up. Okay. This. I'm trying to make things a little too perfect. I'm just gonna fiddle with them anyway. When you're doing this for reference, even though this piece itself seems like it's a right or left-sided piece, think about it as just a center piece and put everything so that it lines up in the center. And then the only way these weird pieces can attach to the bottom is by connecting 1/2 of that stud row to the underside of it. And again, I'm going to make this as strong as possible. I think this goes here. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. And well, as far as panels go, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And this should be interesting because I can't see how they really go. Make sure these are the same. Yep. A little off kilter. Okay. Now it looks like on the back of the ship facing you, when you're doing this, where we put the sublight engines, if you see the 1x2 and the 1x6 dark gray flat pieces underneath, line up the, let's say the right and left panels, because they're putting these to the right and left sections of the section with the sublight engines. So I guess I would say that they're 2x2 square flat pieces that move. I'll show you on the front here. These pieces. Here, I'll show you on the front here. We're going to literally just line them up. And we're going to put the top 2 studs of this 2x2 flat piece right on the 1x2 dark gray flat. So it's going to go like that. It's going to look a little bit weird, but I'll show you in a minute after I get these on, and hopefully it'll kind of make a little more sense to you. However, I already see another problem. There's nothing to make them stay in a sort of upward position. But I'm wondering if something's going to change that soon. So let's see if I can get it on a little better. So, they go on just like that. Like I said, it's a little bit weird, because they're kind of free-floating there, and I think they need to go like that. So I'm not sure what's going to happen right now, but let's keep building and find out. The next one, I think we're just going to be building a series of panels. So this should be very interesting. Okay, I need 4 left white wings and 4 right white wings. Oh, I do need 4, so. I think that might be all of our wings. There are the 4 left, and here's one of the right ones. There's 1, 2, 3. Four. I need. Ooh, I need 2 of these. I'm just going to go ahead and assume we're making 2 more of these. Actually, let me go down and check. Yes, we are making 2 of these panels as well. So make sure, if you want to do it one at a time, feel free. I think I'm going to do them both together. I need 6 1x2 dark gray flats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 1x6 dark gray flats. 2 2x3 light gray flats. and 2 1x4 white flats. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put this off to the side for right now, so I have a little bit more space. Okay, there is a very, very big difference between sub-step 1 and sub-step 2 in step 13. That, again, is something that makes it, at least to me, maybe a little more complicated than it needs to be. Yeah, definitely more complicated. So what I'm doing is putting these wings on kind of like this, and then this is going to go like that, and on the other side. And then I'm going to put my middle. Okay, maybe that wasn't so bad. Still, it looked like a lot. Okay, so that's it for step 2. So now let me build my other one. Make sure these are... Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So now... It's sort of similar to the other panels in that you have this nice top piece that looks like the letter T with a very, very large cross and a very short stem. And then we need... Okay. So this makes it a little less flimsy, though I'd still want pieces on top here. There are pieces, the 1x2 flat pieces help keep it together a little bit. Hey. I kind of like that, but again, I wish there were a little more support. I wish there was a little more support with these panels on the top side, but they do look maybe a little cooler this way. I don't know. I'm more about structural support than I am for looks. And these are going to go opposite the ones that we put earlier, but in the same way. All right. Now we're on step 14. And this this is the first time it's telling us to make 3 of these. step 14, which has 2 substeps. Just 2. Just 2 substeps. Alright. Gonna keep this here as I gather my pieces first. So I need 1, 2, 3. So we do actually need 3 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3 6 by 14s. And then we need 3 large right wings and 3 large, you guessed it, left wings. And 3 small right and 3 small left wings of the dark gray. Because there are actually light gray, but we need the dark gray variety. Need 1 more right wing. Must just be the dust. Oh, and I need 3 1 by 4 white pieces and 12 1 by 2 dark gray flat pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all we need. Okay. I'm gonna put this aside for now. Okay, so 1. So again, we need 3 of these. And actually, I'm gonna build these one at a time. This time. And if you can see, these dark gray wings go on the same stud plane as the light gray pieces. And this, see, this is what I would prefer on the other one. There's support on the top and support on the bottom. It's telling me to put these here. Oof. Not that way. There we go. Wow. Very simple. Two and 3. Had a good breakfast this morning, so I feel very focused. And I almost want to finish this today, but I know that that's not going to happen. So there will be another video. And these three... it actually shows you not only where you're putting them, but how. Move some of this out of the way. Okay. So we're actually going to be putting these So we won't be putting these upside down as I kind of thought we might. How? Okay, this is interesting. So, we are going to be putting these, I'll show you. We are going to be putting these at the very top of the bottom 2x2 flat, but then it looks like this is going to go over to keep the two side things in place, and it's going to connect to, if you can see, what we built on the bottom. So that's what this little contraption is for. I did not get that before. So we're going to connect them inside without breaking this, preferably. There is a picture in the instructions showing you that it is a little bit off center when you connect it underneath. So, oh no, I broke it already. Again, it really does seem just a little bit too flimsy, but let me show you. So see how there's these two sides are locked in by this one main piece. And it's locked in underneath this way. It's pretty cool, actually. I really like how they did this. I do definitely applaud Lego. I don't really applaud myself though, because I'm breaking this thing already. Okay, there we go. So, we've got one in the front, and we've got one directly opposite on the side, and we've got one opposite the cockpit tube. Oh man, this is not easy to connect. And of course, there's always the chance I'm doing this totally wrong. And there may be a better way to do this. I got it. I'm using my middle finger, my longest finger, to get in here and connect this. That is not so easy to connect. Now I feel like I'm breaking it further. Okay, so then this one's gonna go on the side opposite where the docking tube would go, or keep calling it the docking tube. The cockpit tube. Oh, that's not how that's gonna go. I put it upside down. There we go. Okay, so still moves a little bit, but all in all, looks pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. But we still need a docking, an entry ramp that goes down here somewhere. So I don't know how we're gonna pull that one off. Maybe this won't have the entry ramp, which I think would be cheating. Be very cheap if we didn't have that. So I think we're gonna build the last underbelly panel, because I need one right and one left large wing and one light gray large panel and one 1x4 white piece. And it is as simple as it sounds. There isn't even a sub-step to do this, it's just a picture. Attach the wings like so, and that's it. That's the panel. And this is gonna go right where I was showing you, where I thought the entry and exit ramp might go. So I guess there is no exit or entry ramp. Or maybe we just haven't built it yet. Maybe we will still build it. I'm not sure. But now it is a full underbelly. And that was the idea of these panels. To make a full and complete underbelly. That is actually pretty stable. So I feel like I should be happy with this right now. But, like I said, I'm setting the bar pretty high. So I'm not happy. I want more. I want an entry ramp. So maybe if I build the non-instruction version, I will put in an entry ramp. So we are on step 16 now. Let's see what I need. 1 1x6 block with the holes. 2 2x4 light gray flat pieces. Guess there aren't very many of these. 2 2x6 dark gray flat pieces. 1 white L-shaped flat that I would say is 2x2, but it's an L shape, so it's missing that one stud in the corner that would make it a real 2x2. And now we need 2 real 2x2 white flat pieces. And then we need 2 1x4 light gray blocks with the holes in them. And that's it. Okay. So, I need... And for some reason I don't feel like sitting down. Okay. So we've got the holes all lined up. That's it. And this is actually going to go right on the end of this. Ooh. So this is correct. There isn't another L piece on the other side. I am not sure why, but that is the only way it connects on the underside. But then we're going to put these 2x2s over top. And that's how it's going to connect there. Then we're going to put these panel pieces Yeah, there's nothing holding this underneath on the one side. It looks like that. Making sure everything is tight. This is step 17. I went too far. This is step 17 and then 18. So we need 4 1x4 block. Those are flat pieces. 4 1x4 light gray blocks. 2 2 dark gray, though they look black 2 dark gray, 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 by 12 block pieces with the holes, and then 2 1 by 4 block, 1 by 4 block with the holes, and then 2 black round connector pieces. 2 of these rolly things. And I actually have no idea how these go, so I'll start with these. I'm going to put these on the outer edges. Feels like support, which is nice. This little arm sticking out the side is actually, I think it's called a reinforcing arm. I'll have to open up my books and remind myself what it's called, but it's supposed to be a strong support for that docking tube that goes on the end of it. So we'll see how strong it really is. So this is going to go at the end. And these 2 black connector pieces, I'll show you, go at the very end of, I'm gonna turn this around, and you see the docking, if the cockpit tube is supposed to be here, there is 1 hole space between these 2 black connector pieces, but they go at the end of the dark gray piece with the holes in the sides. And that was all the pieces. On to step 18. 2 light gray 2 by 3 flat pieces. 1, 2. 1 4 by 6 light gray. Yeah, light gray, though there are dark gray, but we need a 4 by 6 light gray piece. I need 1 more of those white L-shaped 2 by 2, but missing 1 in 1 corner. I need 2 1 by 2 dark gray flat pieces. I need 2 of those dark gray flat pieces with the single hole on the bottom. And I need 1 2 by 6 dark gray flat. That's all I need. And I can't see. Oh, yes I can. No, I can't. Okay, so this is gonna go, actually gonna go a little bit off. And then the white. So this, the 2 by 3 gray flat and the white L-shaped go on either side of this so that they can both connect. This is gonna go right in the center of the 2 by 3 light gray flat. That's gonna be, wow, So some of these flat pieces overhang at the end. So if you can see, I'm putting my pinky finger in between this little slot here. Might be a little hard to see, but there is the pieces are overhanging, which I think is a little bit weird. Then these are going to connect to those black connectors. Okay, and that's it for step 18. Ah, step 19. No. Not step 19. Here. So it looks like we're going to be building our docking tube, and I didn't think we'd be using some of these pieces, so let me just take this apart super quick. These in here. That's an interesting flat piece. There. There's nothing on the inside of this. These also went over here. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be using this, the escape pod from the Star Destroyer. It's an interesting idea. I see how they're doing this a little bit. So step 1, I need a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a 2 by 8. Light gray flat, 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 2 by 3 underbellies. Now, it might seem a little weird name, but since there are studs on the top, they're certainly not overbellies that go. They connect underneath and make something, they connect to the underbelly of something to make it smooth underneath. That's why I call them underbellies. And I need 1 by 4 light gray. Just gonna go like this. Alright, step 2. I need the underside. I need 1 right and left 1 by 4 wing block. I need a 1 by, I need 1 by 2 and 1 2 by 2 light gray block. I need 1 of each. And I need 2 of these pieces. These are 1 by 1 blocks with a stud on the side of them. So they're very unique pieces. And this is gonna go like this. Uh-oh. Okay. So wings are gonna go on top. And then these are gonna go right in front. I assume something will go on the front, but let's see. So that was 1 and 2. Wow. Okay, step 5. The instructions just got a whole lot smaller and a whole lot more difficult to see on step 3 of this docking tube, cockpit tube. I keep calling it the docking tube. It is not a docking tube. At the top, I need another right and left block wing. I need a 1x2 light gray block with holes in on the side. I need one of, oh, this is a very special piece. I think it's still here. Ah, yeah. This is a 2x2 dark gray block with a connector on the side. And then we need 2 more of those 1x1 black block pieces with the studs on the side. So I need 2 of those. Okay. And this is gonna go like that, and like that, and that's gonna go, it's gonna sit on top, and it's the same thing, essentially. Huh. Okay. It's gonna look like that a little bit. This seems very tiny. And this part, I wonder how I'm gonna get a guy in here. Because it doesn't seem like it wants me to be able to put a minifigure in this. So that's another thing not to like. So maybe a better cockpit piece? That might be what I want to do. But moving on. I need a 2x3 light gray flat. 2 1x2 overbelly pieces. Overbelly blocks. And these are overbellies because they go on top and they make it smooth. They're slanted pieces. And then I need 2 1x2 black armor pieces. And I call them armor pieces because they are totally flat on top. So I usually call these armor pieces because I use them as, you guessed it, armor. armor for spaceships, that is. Like armor plating. And 2 of these, okay. Yeah. I don't think that they want us to put a minifigure in these. And that's just downright cruel. Because if you're doing this as a playset, of course you want to be able to open and close the cockpit piece and put your minifigure in and play around with it that way. It's cool like that. But this, I'm wondering why. Well, okay. I can't get the bottom armor piece on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the top 2 pieces so I can put my bottom armor on. And then I'm going to put the top 2, those black pieces with the studs on the side. And then I'm going to put my second armor on. And it worked. Okay. So now step 5. I need 2 1x6. That is not a 1x6. A little too long. 2 1x6 flat pieces, 1 2x3 light gray, and then 2 black connector pieces. And that's it. And the 2 black connector pieces go in the center of the back here. These go right on top. And this goes at the head of the top cockpit piece so that there's 1 stud space in the middle. Okay, that was 5. I see on the online instructions. Okay, that's 6 of. Okay, so step 5, instruction step 5 of this part of the build has 5 sub-steps. So the first of which, I need a four by 6 light gray flat, two 1x6 light gray blocks with the holes in the sides, and one 1x2 block with the holes in the sides. Okay. So this is the back of it, which in canon, yeah, I believe this, the ship and its workings are canon, I believe. But anyway, canon or legends, this back piece is supposed to be the secondary escape pod, I believe. But the secondary one is directly behind the cockpit piece. So this piece should be able to blast off and separate from the cockpit tube, the rest of the docking tube. So the back half of the docking tube is the secondary escape pod, I believe. Sort of like Dash Rendar's personal escape pod. I need 2 1x6 light gray blocks and 1 1x4 white flat. And that is step 5, substep 2. Substep 3, 2x4 light gray block, 2 1x4 white, Huh. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I had encountered my first problem, and that was that I did not have 1x4 white block pieces, but I do, however. In the Star Destroyer, they were being used as display panels. As you can see, there's like lights and buttons and stuff. And so I'm not sure if I really want to use these for this purpose, but I will. But I'm gonna put these pieces, so if you're doing what I'm doing and using those pieces, well, unfortunately we have to use these nice display panels. So I'm putting the display on the inside so that on the outside is the blank space. And that was my stomach growling. I must be hungry. So we do have 2 white 1x4 blocks. And I'm going to need 2 of these pieces. If they are not connected, it says I need 2 of these bottom pieces, but I know that these are going to be connected. But I will actually disconnect them for now. It's very dusty. Okay, I did not break that. So I need 2 of these bottom pieces. I'll need 2 of these for the next one. So I'll set those aside. I need 1 light gray block with the holes in the side, and 1 dark gray block with a single hole in the side. Okay. double holes go here. The single goes at the end, and the 2x4 block goes in between. Now these two bottom pieces go with their open faces on the outside of this build, and the flat panels on the inside of this build. Now on to step 4. I need 2 of these black pieces that connect to our bottom pieces. I need a 2x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2x8 light gray, 2, 4, 6, 8, that's this. And I need just one of another special kind of piece. It's a 1x2 light gray flat with like a handhold. And then I need a 1x2 flat with a single stud in the middle. And that's it. Oh, and 2 2x6 dark gray flat pieces. There we go. Thought I was missing something. So this goes on like that. Flip it over. So that's what that looks like. Then we're going to flip it, attach it. All right. Put it off to the side. Ah! This is going to go. The overhang for this now is going to be on the outside, not the inside. And then the 2x8 light gray flat is going to have one stud piece overhang on the back. And then this special piece is going to go 2 stud pieces up from the front of the light gray 2x8 flat piece. So that's sub-step 4, and the last sub-step, sub-step 5. Wow, it was a sub-step of a sub-step I'm seeing. Okay, so sub-step, sub-sub-step. That makes no sense whatsoever. 5 is going to need another one of those dark gray 1x2 blocks with the single hole in the middle. A 1x2 light gray block. 2 2x2 light gray blocks that are L-shaped. 1 2x2 light gray overbelly. 1 1x2 light gray flat with the single stud in the middle. And I'm gonna take a break pretty soon, I think. Oh my. Oh, wasn't in that pile, it was in this one. Is this one? This is one of those. 1x2 light gray flat with the single stud in the middle. I need 2 long black connectors. So these long black connectors are just 1 piece longer than a small black connector. So I need 2 of those, and I need a special 1x2 block piece that I have no idea where I put. This is not block pieces. Ah, put them in these. So I need 1 of these. So this is another piece that's like it's a 1x2 dark gray block with a handhold on the side of it. So let's see how this connects. Goes like that, and 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 ah. So there are 2. And that's how that's going to go. Oh, I did not get a 1x2 light gray piece that's going to sit on top of here. Just like that. And then this, oh, yes I did. I put it in the wrong place though. It's the 2x2 overbelly that's going to go right here like that. Like I said, these instructions are very difficult to see. And then these long black connector pieces are going to go on the side. And they're going to have 2 holes between them. So they're going to go as far apart from each other on this part as possible. And then these 2 are going to line up and connect just like that. So there you go. There's your escape pod that I am not happy with because you can't put a minifigure into it. I want to be able to fit a minifigure into here. But I guess my expectations are just too high. So this is now sub-step 6 of step 18. Let me go back and see if there ever was a real step 18. Oh yeah, okay. So we were at step 18, and this build was step 18 sub-step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which had a so sub-step 5 had 5 sub-steps. And so this is actually step 6, or sorry, sub-step 6 of step 18. And we are now moving on to sub-step 7. So step 18, sub-step 7. I need 2 of these kind of overbelly armor pieces and 1 2x6 dark gray flat. That's going to go on top here and connect those. Uh-oh. I am no longer able to detach the escape pod. They have made this one long cockpit tube that cannot detach or open up in any way. Now, on the actual Star Destroyer, where this is the escape pod, you are able to open it up and put a minifigure in. But for this instruction, it does not allow you to put in a minifigure. It is very frustrating, because I would like to be able to put a minifigure in there. So these are going to go like that. Kind of an interesting design, though. Though I'd prefer to be able to put a minifigure in there than keep some sort of design apparatus. So this is going to go right on the side, and if you can see, it's going to connect. Or not. I believe I built this wrong. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when I think it's supposed to be 6 long. Okay, so I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't. I just think that, so, if you see what I'm seeing, there's a bit of a gap where you can see those black connector pieces. I do not like that. That tells me that it is not all the way in, it is not all the way sealed. And I do not like that at all. Now already, when I put this in, this cockpit tube is leaning a little bit. So hopefully we'll be able to put more weight on this side to make it totally stand up. Instead of, right now it's kind of tipping. It's tipping a little bit. So I'm not sure